On football news today, we will talk about Manchester United. We have a topic about Barcelona, Arsenal, and Chelsea. That is Enzo Maresca situation at Chelsea. So let's dive in and we start with contract extensions. William Saliba has agreed a new contract with Arsenal, 5-year deal. They will be having him, instead of him running out of contract, they were able to negotiate since August, and now they have agreed to have him for an extra 5 years. Remember, he had already attracted attention from Real Madrid, which could have been very likely to happen. However, William Saliba just wants to be at Arsenal. He trusts the project, he trusts what the management is doing, and so he wants to stay at Arsenal. So French international William Saliba is playing on at Arsenal. For Barcelona, we talk about Marc Bano. Marc Bano, 17-year-old. He has been out injured for almost a year, but now he has agreed to stay on at Barcelona until the June of 2029. Barcelona view him very important for the long-term project. His release clause, however, is set at 500 million euros. That is the second highest after Lamine Yamal last season. He renewed his contract there, and his release clause was set at 1 billion. So Barcelona are in the value of their young players, which is very much encouraging. It is a thing I like to see when teams trust their own players from their own academies, though young, but with a lot of potential. I have confirmed those news through the Barcelona official Facebook page and also Instagram. And yes, the deal is in place for Marc Bano. 500 million euros as the release clause for the young, talented Barcelona product. We move on. We can, at this particular time of the season, we normally have a lot of contract discussions going on. There is a spillover in January where at times players might be willing to leave if there are no new maybe contract agreed. But at this time of the season, we are going to see a lot of movement in terms of contracts. We have a 25 million release clause for Denzel Dumphris. Dumphris, the Netherlands international right back who plays with Inter Milan right now, has got a release clause of 25 million euros, which could be triggered in the summer of 2026. Remember, that release clause was to be triggered in the last summer. However, no teams really came for him, but he's performed really well at Inter Milan. He also finished 25th in the Ballon d'Or ranking 2025, and he has been doing very well with for 54 games, almost I think 12 goals and at least 6 assists for a right back is a big mark. And so I don't know even why he is valued at 25 million euros, but only Inter can explain that. So the Netherlands international Dumphris could be in the market in the summer of 2026. There is also, about the summer that just passed, Nico Williams was a very big topic discussed widely for him to join Barcelona. However, this morning I can confirm, I was following through the press conference of Barcelona sporting director Deco. Deco said very clearly that William was only offered to them and not them going after Nico Williams. He also agrees that they had very good discussions from the beginning, but towards the end, Nico Williams' agent started to improvise a few things, and that one didn't fall in part with Barcelona policies in terms of signings. So they didn't really end up very well, and so that deal collapsed. We all know that he didn't join Barcelona and instead decided to renew his contract with Athletic Bilbao. So Deco has confirmed that even Nico Williams, I don't know whether that is just a suggestion to get out of it, that Nico Williams isn't the kind of a player or the profile of a player they were looking for. He also said a few things and appreciated the presence of Luis Diaz in the discussion last summer, but didn't further on it as he already joined Bayern Munich over Barcelona. So those are the news we had from Barcelona, and we can touch something small about Enzo Maresca at Chelsea. Leadership, that is the board, has no intention at all to sack Enzo Maresca. Chelsea is known for sacking their coaches so regularly, but with Enzo Maresca, they find him very important for this project, and they will support him at 100%. Remember, Chelsea have been trailed with a very poor performance following numerous red cards that are, I would say, no, a show of fatigue from players, and also extensive injury list. But Enzo Maresca has the full backing of the Chelsea board. They don't intend to sack him at the moment, and they have already made it very clear, as I reported yesterday, that they will only evaluate his work at the end of the season and not in between the season. So Chelsea have been always very clear about their intention not to sack Enzo Maresca, not at all, not right now. We can also confirm that there has been conversations online, not from the Manchester hierarchy, but online, of people discussing a potential replacement for Ruben Amorim. And in this list, Gareth Southgate, the ex-English national team coach, has been very much in this discussion, but as of the moment, we can confirm officially there is no talks, no official talks, no conversations, no discussions in the Manchester hierarchy to replace Ruben Amorim at the moment. At least even there is no open messages or even conversations with Southgate at the moment. Remember, Gareth Southgate enjoy a very good, prestigious relationships and friendships with the Enois. Enois is the Manchester United whole board, but at the moment there is no discussions at all about Gareth Southgate replacing Ruben Amorim. So Manchester United are still behind Amorim despite all the speculations online. Guys, I will see you around with more news. Thank you. One last news I almost forgot. Romelu Lukaku of Napoli has lost his dad. That happened on Sunday. However, it was put right in the early hours of Monday morning. That is yesterday. But Romelu Lukaku has lost his dad. We said our condolences and stay strong. This is a very hard moment, but you'll get through it, Romelu. Thank you, guys. I'll see you around.